Bidding wars are back and prices are once again increasing across the Durham region. In today's video, I'm going to talk about why we're seeing the spike in buyer demand, whether or not we've passed the bottom of the market, and what should you expect moving forward from buying and selling perspectives. My name is Jessie McClellan and I'm a realtor here in Oshawa, Ontario with the Lisa Abbott team. If you like this video or you learned something from it, please click the like button because it does help me reach more people like you. And if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel if you want to stay up to date on the real estate market, especially what's going on in Durham Region and the GTA. You can also use the first link in the description to book a call with me at a time that works best for you if you'd like to speak with me about buying or selling a property. Unfortunately, I was sick for the last week, so I'm a little behind on getting this video out to you, which means the February data is a little bit out of date now, because the market has been moving and changing quickly the last few weeks. So I'll give you a quick recap of what happened and then jump into what's changed so far in March. December and January were slow months, which is expected in a more normal market, but the past few years have been anything but. The number of new listings coming onto the market were low in December and January, but so was the buyer activity. So the lack of inventory didn't really have much of an effect because we also had a lack of demand. But as we got into February, that seems to be when things started to heat up. When we look at February versus January, the average days on market decreased from 21 days to 17 days. The percentage of homes that sold above their asking price went from 35% to 48%. The sale to list price ratio also increased from 99.7% to 102.5%. But the average price actually decreased for Durham Region from $896,000 to $885,000. So the overall average price for all home types in Durham Region decreased about 11 grand, but every other indicator showed the market was heating up. The number of showings our office booked also increased 46% from January to February, which is a good indication that more buyers are trying to enter the market. Now let's take a look and see if these trends continued over into March. So right now what we're looking at, here's the month of February on the left and March 1st to 19th on the right, and these numbers are for Durham Region. As of right now in March, the average days on market is still trending downwards, now sitting at just 14 days on market. The percentage of sales above asking has increased to 57.7% of homes selling over their asking price, and the sale to list price ratio has increased to 104.3%. This tells us that homes are selling faster, more of them are selling above their asking price, and they're selling higher above asking price than they were in February. These are all very good indicators that our market is picking up again. That's also reflected in the average sale price, as we can see that has also increased from about $884,000 to $909,000. Our office stats are also showing a 20% increase to the number of showings booked so far in March when compared to February, and we still have 10 days left in the month at the time I'm recording this. And all of this data basically confirms what we've been experiencing with our clients on a day-to-day basis as well. Nearly every home I'm showing clients has multiple offers on it. Some homes are seeing 15 and 20 plus offers again as well. The competition amongst buyers is definitely picking up. So how and why are we seeing this burst in demand, and have we passed the bottom, or is this just temporary? Well, to answer the first question, there are two main reasons we're seeing this increase in buyer demand and the market heating up again. Number one is after 8 consecutive rate hikes in the past 12-ish months, the Bank of Canada has finally hinted at pausing rate hikes for the time being, which has brought back a lot of buyer confidence in the market. If you watched some of my videos last year, you might remember me mentioning that a lot of people are waiting for the bottom of the market, and as soon as we hit the perceived bottom, buyers will rush back into the market and cause a spike in demand. And the second reason we're seeing the market heat up is simply because of the time of year. The last few years have not been normal, to say the least, but pre-COVID, this was a more normal market, with things cooling down in December and January and picking up February, March, and April for the spring market. I do think the spring market we're experiencing is still a little hotter than a normal spring market due to the hint in pause of interest rates, bringing back more buyers as well, but regardless, the time of year is also playing a factor. That brings us to the next question. Have we passed the bottom of the market? Well, I wish I had some super impressive answer for you, but the honest answer is it's too early to tell. There are too many variables and factors at play that can affect what happens in the market going forward. For example, although the Bank of Canada talked about pausing interest rate hikes, they very clearly left it open that if inflation does not come down closer to their target of 2%, which last time I checked it was well over 5%, that they would look at increasing rates once again. Another thing to consider that maybe isn't talked about as often is changes to the LTI or loan to income threshold. This basically affects how many buyers are pre-qualified and what they can be pre-approved for. According to the Office of the Superintendent of Financial Institutions, over 1/3 of mortgages since March 2020 were over the proposed LTI threshold, so it would definitely affect a significant portion of buyers and would likely have an effect on home prices as well. Now, there's no guarantee that will happen, but if it does, we could see it implemented in the third or fourth quarter of 2023. There's also the possibility that the number of new listings coming on the market increases as well, which wouldn't surprise me as the spring market also tends to bring out more people looking to sell their homes. And once the media really starts picking up on home prices increasing, we'll likely see some homeowners trying to jump in on the action as well. I wouldn't be surprised if we see the number of new listings coming on the market increase in April and May. In my opinion, we've passed the bottom for the short term, but a sudden change in any of the factors I mentioned before could quickly change that. I also asked you guys for your opinion, so thank you for the few of you that saw that and participated, and the answers were pretty split, but the "it's just temporary" or seasonal answer just beat out the "we've passed the bottom" crowd. Let me know in a comment what you think, whether this is a temporary increase in the market or if you think we've passed the bottom, because I'm really curious what everyone's opinion is. For those of you who are considering buying or selling a home in the near future, here are my final thoughts. If you're going to be buying a property, the market has really picked up, and I expect that when I make the next market update video in a couple of weeks, that it will still be trending that way. This does not mean that the market is back to 2022 levels of craziness. There's no need to try and include your firstborn or a kidney in your offers, but expect the increased competition to drive prices up a little bit and to see more and more people submitting firm offers. At the time I'm recording this, you can still get offers accepted with conditions, but if you're competing with 10 or 15 other offers, there's a good possibility that somebody is coming in with a firm offer. And if you want to have a financing or home inspection condition in your offer, you'll likely have to make a higher offer than someone else coming in firm. With that being said, there are still good opportunities out there, especially with homes sitting on the market past their offer date, and especially once they start passing the average days on market, because that means they're not priced correctly and are more likely to have some wiggle room when it comes to negotiation. And if you can limit the number of other buyers you're up against, you can better your chances of getting some conditions in your offer to protect yourself. For those of you looking to sell your home, we want you to avoid becoming a deal for a buyer. We don't want you to sit on the market for a long period of time. We want to get it done right the first time. When you decide on moving, you want to contact your realtor as soon in the process as possible, because the last thing you want to do is make changes or improvements on your home, spending time and money and resources on your home only to give us a call and we have to be the bearer of bad news and tell you, sorry, you should repaint that or change that light fixture again, or that reno you did actually didn't help improve the value of your home at all. Just something to consider. Other than that, the market is picking up, so you're in luck if this happens to be the right time for you to sell. Just bear in mind that if you're buying too, you'll benefit from the competition on the sale of your home, but you'll deal with the competition on the buying side of your next purchase. If you'd like to speak with me about buying or selling a home in and around Durham Region or the GTA, or if you just want to ask me some questions, you can always use the first link in the description to book a call with me at a time that works best for you. My name is Jessie McClellan. Thank you so much for watching until the end. I hope you found this video helpful, and I'll see you in the next one next week. Bye!